What is up, everyone? Welcome to the UnderDog Sports Podcast. I am your host, Nolan Skeen, alongside Antonio Fiore, Salvatore's iPhone. How the heck are you?
Salvatore's iPhone is good. How are you?
I'm great, dude.
I
Been a
told
minute,
Sal
dude.
before, it feels like we're being spied on because I don't see his face, but
But it matches,
can
though,
see
because
us.
Sal is Vegas.
Well, right. Remember the last pod we did, Sal cut out, so we haven't seen Sal's face.
That's
in,
true. It's
Oh,
been a
wow.
while.
Yeah.
I was kidnapped by Vegas. Now I'm
He
just
was.
AI.
He was indeed kidnapped by Vegas.
Yeah, you
But now-
fell down a hole.
Now I know every pick though.
Oh my god. It's like Inception.
think
Like you
that-
went into the dream and you come back and now you know everything.
Imagine every prop I gave tonight is just the right prop.
Wow.
Could happen.
The props. We'll get to that. I think where we should start, though, is quite possibly the worst trade I've ever seen in sports history.
Oh, we're starting here. Wow.
Oh.
Okay.
I mean, I think it's appropriate.
No. Let's do this.
I mean, what was that?
That was Vegas.
That was also Vegas?
I mean, right now though, the Mavs could go back to the finals this year.
The
They
Mavs
definitely
aren't even
could.
in the playoffs right now, Antonio. They're the 11th seed.
I didn't know that.
The Lakers could win it all now.
Yeah,
Maybe.
if he can lose 10 pounds.
But he still gets 30 points and
He's still averaging 30 points a game. I get when people were saying that about Zion because Zion wasn't doing anything, but now it's like he's always been a little chubby.
Yeah, I don't know. He's kind of a free throw merchant too.
Well,
I mean,
NBA players are.
I was gonna say that's actually the league now. If you're good, you're a free throw merchant.
I mean, the league has never been in this low of a spot, I don't think, and it's kind of funny that
I never even thought about that until today. That didn't cross my mind. I saw it on something. I'm like, oh, people think this was rigged to get people to watch.
Well, yeah. Remember 2 weeks ago, there's a whole report about how the ratings are down and blah, 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 and they're trying to drum up more interest and thinking about maybe doing a 10-minute quarters, and Adam Silver was on some podcast interview or something saying that, and he had all these ideas. It's like, so you're going to sit there and complain about ratings, and then you're just going to magically hand deliver Luka Doncic to the Lakers? Okay.
right.
It's a little strange. And every other GM was complaining that they didn't get a chance to trade for him or didn't even know he's available. They said the Mavs went specifically to the Lakers and said, this is the trade package. And that's it. And they didn't how do you not offer him around? How do you not see what's out there?
I really was baffled when I saw that and woke up and saw your guys' text because I think I had went to sleep right before. And then I woke up to that and I was like, there's no way, right?
I mean, it's true, dude. I mean, the guy's if he plays another 10 years, he's probably going to be top 8 in scoring and probably top maybe, I don't know, probably 10 in assists ever, dude.
Well, I thought Shamstat hacked when I first saw the tweet. I was like, oh, this is one of those NBA Central accounts,
a meme, like a meme account. But then I got the ESPN fantasy notification.
Yeah, and I clicked on his profile, and it's the real profile, and I'm scrolling through his tweets, and they all look like his real tweets, and I'm like, this is really weird. This is not a real trade. And then I turn on SportsCenter, and they're like, oh, breaking news, Luka Doncic to the LA Lakers. I'm like, what is going on? Right? That trade, there's no world. I haven't seen anybody come out and say the Mavs made a good trade. There's nobody that's
also
taking that
there's no one explaining themselves. There's no one explaining why we did this.
I guess they didn't want to re-sign Luka to a 5-year, $330 million max contract because he has bad conditioning habits and he's fat, and they didn't want to be catering to him all the time.
He just took you to the finals, though.
That's what I'm saying. It's if all the people that you are able to do that with or should be doing that with, it's Luka. Regardless of whether you want to or not, that's the NBA. That's what you signed up for.
And that feels like something we could work out. Not something that just you trade him for no reason for.
Well, I mean, dude, I thought he was going to be a Mav for life. Especially following Dirk, I thought it was just going to be one of those situations.
Yeah.
Well, you put him out on the open market What are the San Antonio Spurs offering them to get Luka Doncic and Wembanyama together? They're offering Castle, Vassell, and like 7 first-round picks to get him. Or like you can go to any other team and they'll offer like 100 things. But like this is like one of the worst returns you could have gotten for Luka Doncic. That's why this makes no sense. And you're trading out. Like you're moving your timeline so far in where you only have 2 years to do anything. 1-2 years where you have Kyrie, who gets hurt all the time, and now Anthony Davis, who's made of glass. Like the team needs to win now, and they're not winning a title. This is not. I don't think the Mavs are a title-winning team, personally.
When I was on Twitter, because obviously the first thing I do is open Twitter when I see something like this, just to see what people are saying. The best, because people were like, explain this in NFL terms, and the best one I saw was, this is trading Cooper Kupp for like Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase.
I saw Josh Allen for Matt Stafford. Yeah. I saw Josh Allen for Matt Stafford, and I felt
that's
like
a good one too. That's a good one.
Like, I don't have any reason why this trade happened. Now, the 3D or 4D chess that I've heard is LeBron orchestrated this whole thing, and he's gonna opt out at the end of this year, and then go to Dallas.
I saw that
sign
too.
A minimum deal.
I didn't see that.
Oh, yeah, he would go to Dallas and sign a minimum deal, and then it would be Kyrie, Clay, LeBron, Anthony Davis, and Gafford or Lively. And that
the one that I saw was a lot more simple than that. Was just like, this is LeBron's last year, and he'll do anything to win. But he came out and said he thought it was fake. I don't know if he would say that if he orchestrated it.
I almost think they're worse this year with Luka. Their roster was built to have Anthony Davis.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. So I think it's a weird fit.
Yeah. Right
now, it's a weird fit.
Yeah.
Good for the future. Weird fit. But
I mean, if you're the Lakers, you're never turning that down. If the Mavs are the ones that offer it, I'm like, holy shit, yes.
Apparently, they still want to aggressively pursue a trade. Did the deadline hit yet?
No, Thursday.
I think it's tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, tomorrow.
So apparently, they still really want a big man. No, but it was like 12:30, I think, when I got the notification. I was like, my head was already down probably for like 15 minutes. I was like ready to go to sleep. So I was like half asleep when I got the notification. I saw a notification and it was kind of like blurry eyed, like I read something and like I just looked at my phone, saw word trade, a siren. I may have read Doncic to the Lakers and just like I was so out of it, I didn't really think anything of it. I put my phone down and I'm like, I don't want to deal with this right now. And then my phone vibrates again. It's Sal saying, "What the fuck?" And then like I snapped out of it and I was like, "Wait, yeah. What the fuck, dude?"
It made zero sense. When I was looking at it, I was like, they must have sent them so many picks. If it's just Doncic for Davis, that'd be crazy. And I saw it was a 2029 first round pick. Who's the other guy? Max something?
Max Christie. He's been all right this year, actually.
Which he's been pretty good, but still, like, I don't know if that's still... People were in 2K trying to do the trade, and 2K wouldn't even let it go through.
Yeah, no.
On, like, franchise mode.
It's going to be Celtics Lakers, but this time the Lakers are the team with the white guys.
I mean...
I don't know. I don't think they can make the finals. I don't think either of these teams are ready.
Well, what if they go and trade for, like, a mid-tier big guy? Then
I don't know who's on the market.
I don't know,
like but Jonas Valanciunas or Nurkic would go there.
So like if they get a big guy like that, I mean they're in business.
Can I get prime Marc Gasol, bro?
They don't make them like they used to, Antonio. That's for sure.
No.
I was so happy when he won a title.
Yeah, how cute was that?
I mean, I was pissed that the Warriors lost, but like I was really happy.
You love Steph Curry.
So what are we officially pinning this trade on? Is it a ratings thing? Is it LeBron, or is it just the Mavs? I've seen
one other conspiracy theory that, and I don't know the whole theory, so I'm not saying I subscribe to this, but something to do with the Texas legislative won't pass sports betting in Texas, and they're threatening to move to Vegas. The team might move to Vegas at some point and be the expansion team when they move out there. So, like, I don't know if this has something to do with that, but I read something that it might. So, I don't know
that wouldn't be an expansion team, right?
They're adding a team in Seattle and a team in Vegas, but I guess the Mavs would move to Vegas and they would still have a team in Dallas or something like that. I
No,
don't
they'd probably just add a team somewhere else, and the Mavs moved to Vegas.
something like that.
I feel like
yeah.
Dallas
I don't
is too much of a market to not have a team.
Yeah, I think they would never do that. And they won a finals there too. Like I don't see
Yeah.
it moving.
And
Yeah.
it's like Texas will be on the docket to get. Everyone's gonna have sports betting eventually.
Yeah, maybe it'll be easier for Luca to manage his weight out in LA. Not as much fucking barbecue and butter.
See, it's like you can't even blame it on that when the guy gets 30 points a game. And you can say
No.
free
Oh,
throw
yeah.
merchant all did it, but he's got 30 points a game. That's not all free throws. You can't get 30 points a game with just free throws.
He's like tubbier Larry Bird. That's all he is. Like,
He is tubby, but he's always been kind of tubby, and he's been one of the best players in the league for like, I don't know, a solid
I don't know,
6
dude.
years
He
now.
used to just be like just big. Like
well, when he first came
He's
in the
getting a
league,
little
he was
older.
small. Have you seen highlights of
Kind
his
of.
rookie year?
Well,
Have you
right,
seen
but yeah, I have. But then the next year, all of a sudden, he like bulked up, and he was just like running kids over, like not like running them over like Giannis, but like he would just back down like anybody.
he started eating those U.S. seed oils and got fat. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He done the U.S. diet.
But also, it's like he's getting a little older. The league is changing where, the game's not as physical as it used to be. So, like, all of those things can culminate to the fact that, like, you know what? He's just not as fit as he used to be, but he doesn't have to be. The league is not intuitive to that anymore. Like, he can. That's the reason why he's tubby and can still get 30 points a game.
No.
He can shoot threes and he still drives the ball. If we're saying he's a free throw merchant, that means he's driving to the hoop. So I don't know about his conditioning there. I mean, he's still getting to the basket. So I mean, I don't know. I think it was.
Here's where I don't even like argue that, and just because that would just turn into me and my frustrations about the product of the NBA in general. I don't even want to go there.
Which has been terrible, and like we've been saying that for a while now. But now I feel
Because
like the
I
NBA.
want to say like I understand like the whole free throw merchant thing, but like half those shouldn't be fouls.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
There is a problem with the NBA, and we all know the problems with the NBA. And
Yeah, and
the
Adam
ratings
Silver
are finally
doesn't-
catching up to them.
Adam Silver doesn't want to admit that it's the way the game is called.
No.
Every time physicality is brought up, he's like, "Well, there's actually plenty of physicality in the game."
But
It's
he
like,
also
whatever,
knows that
dude.
Vegas has a big influence, and we all know what happens with the. Didn't they just maybe Sal knows about this? Weren't they just investigating some ref that was that in the NBA?
No,
That was at MLB.
MLB.
About the umpire who like got rid of his
Yeah.
phone that had.
Yeah,
like,
the MLB could.
What is that
MLB
about?
could use a good. I don't know. The MLB could use a good scandal though. It's been a while.
What?
They need a ratings bump from this. Because what is that
No,
about?
they don't need a ratings bump.
I don't
It's
know all
just-
the details, but like, what is that about? Because what other thing could it be? Like when it's misconduct, immediately I'm like, you're fixing games. What else could it be?
No, apparently he had a betting account shared with someone that he never bet. And the MLB said that he never bet on anything. But then they were like, oh, because you had an account and you didn't tell us or something, that we have to ban you. Like, that's literally what it was.
And then he got rid of his phone.
Is he banned from
like, tried to
baseball?
destroy the evidence or something.
Like he's not fired. He's banned from baseball.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
I mean,
He's definitely fired. I think he's banned too.
the rules
though.
are
I think
pretty
he's
clear
gone.
on this, and I feel
Yeah.
like if guys are not in tune with it by now, it's like.
I
And
mean,
if
yeah,
you
it's
think
true.
like, how long has this guy been an umpire for, and how long has sports betting been a thing? Because it's not
he's
very
not
long.
that old. I think he's definitely one of the younger umpires.
It's like,
He
when did
kind
he
of a
have this
dick.
account, dude? Like the sports betting's only been around since like 2019 regularly.
I share a birthday with that umpire.
You share a birthday with something
And-
else.
Yeah, Sean Livingston and Jacoby Ellsbury.
It's not what I was thinking of. All right, let's move on to
Oh, you're thinking of 9-12.
yes. Let's move on to the conference championships in the NFL. Obviously, our optimism didn't work in what we wanted to see. It was a very sad moment watching the Chiefs beat the Bills the way that it happened. And I think like so many people are vocally pissed off now that it's funny to me. And then you see the guy today or yesterday talking to Patrick Mahomes, and he asked him about which ref is his favorite, which ref he sends a Christmas card to. I thought that was hilarious. I also think it's kind of ridiculous to ask him that, like at the Super Bowl press conference. But
Was it a
it's
Barstool guy?
I don't remember who exactly it was, but it was. I saw the video and I was like, it was just like awkward, and it was just like Patrick Mahomes is kind of like whatever. But it's like it's so vocal now that I feel like it's so under the magnifying glass, and like the NFL just does not care. They don't give a fuck. They're like, we want the Chiefs. And I don't know. The Xavier Worthy catch, someone explain that to me. How that's a catch.
I don't care because it was going to be a first down anyway. I literally don't care, dude.
But how is it a catch,
that
though?
doesn't really have an effect on the game.
It did, though, because it put him into goal to go instead
Yeah,
of it still being edge of
what?
field goal range. Instead of being at the
Well,
40,
if they were
you're
at
at the
the edge,
6.
They would have been.
They were barely in field goal range, and then we're at the 6-yard line.
They probably, I don't know. They just probably score anyway.
But the difference between a field goal and a touchdown? I don't know. that
That's
seems pretty
I don't know,
significant.
dude. If the call on the field was a catch, then that should stand.
I think that
No,
one.
the ball hit the ground, bro. The ball
But
hit
was
the
it still
ground.
secure?
No.
It
Not
didn't
at all.
move.
Xavier
It
Worthy
didn't
did not
move.
have it. Worthy did not have the ball. He did not
That's
have
never
control of it.
That's never been a catch in NFL history until that game.
The other thing is the Josh Allen first down, which I think we can
that's
all
a
agree
first down.
was a first down.
I
Well,
have way more of a gripe with that. That had way
Kincaid-
more of an impact.
Kincaid got the first down the play before, and they didn't give
Right.
it to him, and they ran the sneak.
I remember them coming in. And the guy spotting that, and I was like, that was definitely a first down. And then they said it was 3rd and 1. I was like, there's no way that was 3rd and 1. But why are we not challenging that?
McDermott just loses his mind. He's not a good coach.
I don't understand why we're not challenging that.
He has like no awareness of what's going on. Like I would never you can't trust him in a big game. He's one of those coaches. I feel like honestly.
But I also feel like it's a lose-lose because if you challenge it, they're just going to side with the Chiefs.
Yeah,
We've said this, that if it's any up in the air, the Chiefs get the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, absolutely.
That one I feel like was pretty clear. The one with Josh Allen, they could just say we didn't have enough evidence. But the one with Kincaid was pretty clear. I mean, like, you could argue that the Josh Allen one was pretty clear, and I think most people have. But the one before it was way more clear than that. And it's just like, why does this keep happening? Why does this keep happening? And why is it so obvious? They need to stop doing this.
See, when it was pretty much like inevitable that the Chiefs were going to win, I didn't feel as pissed and upset as I did last year or as I thought I would. Because I think once the Bills kind of took the lead, there was just some dark, sad, depressed part of me that just expected.
I agree with that, but it's just the fact that it's always so close. If the Chiefs won by 15 points, I would not have cared. I would be in the same boat that you were, where it would have been bad, but like I would have been pissed, but it wouldn't have been as bad. It's the fact that it's always close, and there's always some bullshit to point to and say, if this went differently, do the Bills win the game?
Yeah.
And it's like, why does it always have to be that? It can never be a blowout, like, you know what I mean?
They just own their face. They just own that. It's like the Patriots versus the Colts. It's like you can sit there and root for the Colts all you want. The Patriots just killed them every time. Like it just is one of those things.
And the Patriots in the AFC Championship beat the fuck out of them, and it wasn't even close. And they had to point to Deflategate.
They've done that like 4 times against the Colts, and then eventually, like, yeah, the Colts might win one, or like when he's with the Broncos, they might win one, but like 80% of the time, Brady or Mahomes is going to win that playoff game because that's who they are. They're just winners. They're just better than their competition.
I will say though, the one thing that really stuck out, all the refs aside, the bullshit aside, the Bills need a better defense. Their defense was piss poor.
Really poor.
Really poor.
You never thought that they were going to get a stop in that game. At no point were you like, oh, okay, now they'll stop them here. It's like you just thought
the Chiefs were getting into scoring range every single possession.
Yeah.
I mean, each year in this like the Bills' dominance of the AFC East, their defense has declined just slightly more and more every year, and then finally it's starting to look kind of bad because 4 years ago was fucking
Yeah,
great.
and you know they've had key
But
injuries
they also,
on their
dude,
defense.
every year they have people get injured on defense.
Right. So
Like big people.
they've yet to overcome that. But
I'm gonna say this is the most impressive Josh Allen year that he's had so far in the league, because
100%.
to take that team with, you know, the people that they've lost and no Diggs and people having lower expectations of them, like them and the Jets were basically the same odds to win the East this year. Like obviously the Jets jetted, but it's just one of those things that like you sit there and you'd be like, oh, he has no weapons and he has no defense and blah, blah, blah. And yet they're still the Bills. They still win 12 or 13 games or 11 games, whatever, and still make the AFC Championship game. And they come within a whisker hair of beating Kansas City and Kansas City. Like, I know we can sit here and shit on him and say, you know, he can't win the big one, but he had his best year, I would say.
I give zero blame to Josh Allen, if I'm honest. I think that, like, you're right. They need a regime change. I think they need better coaching. They need a better defense.
A fresh voice.
Because you can't. What Josh Allen had to do to just get to this point was insanity. If Patrick Mahomes had a season like Josh Allen did, they would have gotten to the Super Bowl no problem. They would not have had all these one possession games. But because they need that. He needs that.
17-0.
Exactly. He needs that. And Patrick Mahomes can essentially take a year off. He did do some crazy things this year, but essentially it's probably one of his worst years, if statistically, that I've seen. I don't know if you guys agree with that.
It's 100% his worst year that he's had.
And he's still in the Super Bowl because their team is so good.
The Chiefs have won 17 straight one-score games.
It's absolutely fucking ridiculous.
Think about it. They've won a season's worth of one-score games in a row.
To me, that's more impressive than winning 3 Super Bowls in a row. How does that one of those not go the other way?
They're gonna win 4 in a row. I swear to God.
It's insanity.
Way to spoil your pick, Antonio. Nice.
I'm not picking them to win the Super Bowl next year. I'm just saying it's gonna happen.
This year, you ruined your pick for this game. Oh, you're never taking the Eagles, I guess. You hate the Eagles.
Yeah, dude.
He said that. He said that last week. Oh, you were. I think that was after you left. But
I saw the Eagles win early in the day, and then the Chiefs win at night. And I'm like, cool, dude. Now I have to root for the fucking Chiefs.
Ugh.
So, before we get to the big game, let's make our predictions for the season awards. I believe that they are tomorrow. I think
Josh Allen has to win MVP.
So
I don't think they're.
Let's start with. I don't know if we should work up. Let's work up to that. Where should we start?
I think there's a little extra sympathy for Josh right now too.
Yeah.
Definitely. All right. Let's go with Offensive Rookie of the Year. I think Jaden Daniels has that one locked up.
Easily.
Yeah, it's no doubt.
All right. Who do we think gets Coach of the Year? Should I name the finalists?
Off the top of my head, I would say Kevin O'Connell, but yeah, go ahead.
So it's Dan Campbell, Kevin O'Connell, Sean Payton, Dan Quinn, Andy Reid. You can make an argument for any one of these coaches. I think that this is a very tough category this year.
I mean, if you were giving this award away at the end of the regular season, Dan Quinn would win it easily.
Well, it is for the regular season.
Then it's Dan Quinn or
I say Dan Quinn or Sean Payton, but
I just see any of them. That one's wide open in my mind.
Yeah, because
I don't really have a preference between any of those guys too. I'd say I'd say Dan Quinn probably deserves it the most, but the other guys I think are all just as, almost there. Even Andy Reid.
I think in terms of
Andy Reid should fucking get it, man.
I think in terms of expectations coming into the year and exceeding those, it should be Kevin O'Connell or Sean Payton. Because coming into this year, no one thought the Broncos would be good. Nobody thought Minnesota was going to be good.
Well, I don't think anybody thought Washington was winning 12 games.
But not only that, and then you lose your rookie quarterback, and you still have the season that you had in terms of Minnesota. with Sam Darnold, who, again, if nobody believed in Minnesota before, it went to 0 when Sam Darnold was going to be at the helm. Nobody believed in him. And I think, like, it is a testament to Kevin O'Connell, and he has been a very good coach for very long. I think if he was to win it, I think it would be this year because I think he deserves the recognition. So that's going to be my pick. Let's go with comeback player of the year. The finalists are Joe Burrow, Sam Darnold, J.K. Dobbins, Christian Gonzalez, and Damar Hamlin.
I mean, we all know who's gonna win it.
He won't.
Don't say that, dude. That was 2 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That wasn't last year.
No, it's
I don't think Damar Hamlin deserves it. As much as, like, his story is awesome.
No, they're not doing to him.
He did play pretty good this year, and everyone did say, like, when the thing happened, everyone was like, he's barely a starter. Like, he's not that good. I will say this year he played pretty well. He was a consistent starter, and he made some good plays. But I don't know.
I think I'm going with Darnold.
I think I might have to go with Sam Darnold too. As much as I love Joe Burrow, and what he did was ridiculous. I just like.
I might be crazy for this, but like, I think my vote is J.K. Dobbins.
J.K. Dobbins. I mean, honestly, he embodies comeback player of the year. I mean, he was hurt.
He's ACL like 3 years in a row, or he's had like 3 season-ending injuries out of the last 4 years or something.
But I don't know. Didn't he get hurt this year though? Still.
He was hurt for a little, but he still had like 1,100 yards and like, I don't know, 10 touchdowns. Like, he had a great year.
I think that, like, that's still gonna hurt him from winning. But I mean, I definitely wouldn't be mad if he won. I think it has to be.
Burrow had an amazing year. What did Burrow come? Oh, I guess he got hurt 3/4 of the way through the year.
Who did?
Burrow last year. He hurt his hand in like week 12 or something.
Yeah.
I guess Burrow had the best season out of all of them, obviously.
Yeah, I feel confident that Darnold might win that one. Unless they do the political thing and they give it to Damar Hamlin, but I really don't think it should be.
They won't do that.
I don't think they will. I think it's a year too late. Who won comeback player of the year last year? And also, how is Saquon not in here?
Oh, true.
I don't know how Saquon's not in this.
No, true. Saquon should be.
He is in the offensive player of the year, which we will get to next, and that is Saquon Barkley, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson. Just a stacked finalist for offensive player of the year. It's got to be Saquon, no?
Yeah. Do you know who won comeback player of the year in 2023?
Who?
Joe Flacco.
Oh, yeah.
That's nuts.
That feels like a lifetime ago.
Was Damar Hamlin a finalist?
No, he barely played. He played like special teams a little bit, and that was it.
That's not nice, dude.
I think offensive player of the year has to be Barkley, but like those other 4 had an amazing year too. I mean, like this is an insane thing, and the fact that Saquon had the season that he had just makes it better that he wins out of these 5 players. If you look at all the stats that they've had compared to him, and you look at his stats, you're like, holy shit, was he playing Madden? Was he playing Madden on easy mode?
Yeah, he's the best player ever, dude. I'll be happy for him if they win the Super Bowl.
No way, really?
I'll be happy for Saquon. Shit, yeah.
Yeah, I would be.
I don't hate him.
Well, yeah, it makes more sense for me too.
He hate me. I don't hate him.
He has every reason to hate the Giants, though.
Yeah, he has a reason to hate the organization and the ownership.
Yeah.
If he holds anything against the fans, he's a fucking idiot.
No, I don't think he does.
We think the team's a fucking idiot.
I don't think he does.
I'm saying we don't. The fans didn't deserve his pettiness of going to Philly.
Yeah.
Giants ownership did. But we didn't deserve that. We didn't deserve that just to spite you.
But also, that wasn't Saquon's fault. That was ownership's fault.
Well, and it was the best
it was the best fit
for him too.
Yeah, and he went to Penn State, so like
And the fact that
He's
it's
tied to that
on
like
that
state anyway.
that getting rid of
He's
him
from
is
southern New
on
Jersey.
the fact that getting rid of Saquon is on film really sucks for the Giants ownership. Like that
I
discussion
haven't
that they
seen
had.
that film. I
Yeah,
haven't
you
seen it.
have.
Wasn't it on
I
Hard
haven't.
Knocks?
I didn't watch Hard Knocks.
No, there's clips of it everywhere. They're like, oh, Saquon.
I know. I never saw it. I
Okay.
scrolled past it every time.
All right. Defensive player of the year. We have Zach Bond, Myles Garrett, Trey Hendrickson, Pat Surtain, TJ Watt.
It's gonna be Pat Surtain.
Really?
Yeah.
It should be TJ Watt every year though.
Yeah, I would probably give it to TJ Watt because the games that they played on he played on their defense was amazing.
We're not going to give any love to Trey Hendrickson.
I mean, he's
No.
great, but he's not that level.
I mean, dude, it's like so this year and last year. Are the Steelers really a playoff team without TJ Watt?
No. They're
Easily
actually-
the highest impact defensive player in the entire league.
They're actually horrible without him.
They're terrible without him. All right, we didn't even talk about the fact that Myles Garrett wants out of Cleveland, which I think is valid.
I just thought about that.
Where does he go?
He's a needle.
Pittsburgh.
I don't know if they let him go to Pittsburgh. But then again,
That would be
the Giants did let
insane,
Saquon
though.
go to Eagles. So, I mean, I could
Wow.
see it.
The
And-
Giants defense would be
I also think Cleveland has proved
disgusting.
that they're not the smartest organization.
Yeah. Dude, the Giants defense would be disgusting if they got Myles Garrett.
That's not happening. That would be a lateral move.
Oh yeah, does he want to play for a winner?
Probably, wouldn't you?
He's a pussy.
Um,
Nah, I could see him going to the Rams. I could see him in Tampa.
Cowboys.
Hope not.
Him and Micah
I don't know.
Parsons.
It's got to
Dude,
be a team. Yo, he
Michael
should come to
Parsons
the
is probably already
Patriots.
talking about it.
Sal, you should come to the Patriots.
I would love that.
That would be awesome. I feel like that is something that the Patriots have been missing. Is like that, that like force on defense that causes
I mean,
mayhem.
We were just talking about a team that needs defense. The Bills,
True.
Yeah, the Bills would be a good fit for him.
the
Great,
Chiefs.
great foot.
Chiefs would be a
Alright.
good fit for him.
Anybody but the Chiefs, please, and thank you.
Yeah, we don't need the Chiefs getting
That's what's gonna happen though.
better. I don't know. I feel like he might be the type to like not want to go there. It's gonna become the cool thing to not want to go there.
I don't think I've seen odds on Gatorade anywhere. I'm like trying to find them and I can't.
All right. So
got
the final
notification
one,
about it
who are we putting our money on for MVP? If we had to put our money on it, who are you putting it on?
Josh
Josh.
Allen.
Josh Allen? You're not giving any to Lamar Jackson, Sal?
Dude, Lamar's stats are kind of insane.
No, Lamar's stats are insane. They're just going to give it to Josh Allen. They'll let him win his first, especially after losing at Kansas City.
Yeah, they're
That's
like, sorry
kinda
we
how
took
I
that game
feel.
away from you, but here's MVP.
Yeah.
The
That's kinda
consolation prize.
That's pretty much my reasoning, Sal.
And that's pretty much what happened to Lamar Jackson last year.
Yep.
It was a consolation for losing to the Chiefs. It's just MVP. All right. Well then, let's get to it. Let's get to the big game. Also, where does Cooper Kupp go?
Jets.
Steelers.
I don't know. It's kind of surprising that they want to get rid of him, no?
Yeah, I find that surprising too. What do
After
they want
he
to get
like
for him?
said that he
He's done up there in age though. I mean, he does hurt a lot. I love
true,
him,
but I don't know if he's not like demanding big money, is he?
probably not big money, but at the same time, you want to just cash in and get what you can for him. He could easily just tear an ACL or just he's one season-ending injury away from just being done. He's old, bro.
Yeah. I don't know. I think like if it was we're gonna get rid of him to get as much as we can, I think that was last offseason.
But maybe they thought they could win the Super Bowl this year. I don't know.
I guess.
I mean, Stafford's done soon too.
Definitely. They're going to have to start planning for that.
Who did I say was going there? I said someone's
That's
going
scary.
there. Oh, Trevor
Also-
Lawrence is going there.
Oh yeah.
That was the grossest thing you've ever said.
Not if he goes to the Giants.
That actually
though.
just made me like nauseous for a second.
Him with Sean McVay. He's definitely a Sean McVay quarterback.
Yeah, Sean McVay
Trevor
would love him.
Lawrence?
Actually. Yeah.
Oh.
Now
Maybe-
Sean's watching like what's going down in Jacksonville. He's like, that kid needs someone, man. That kid needs someone like me.
I would actually like him on the Rams. I won't lie.
I feel like Sam Darnold could go there once they kick him out of Minnesota.
Well, he was there for a little while.
Oh yeah.
Was he?
Yeah, 2 years ago or last year,
Was that when Baker Mayfield was there?
something like that, or before that.
Oh no, they were in Carolina together.
They've been all around the league. They've been everybody's backup, and then they finally found a home.
I guess who do we want for defensive rookie of the year? We got
Cooper DeJean.
Cooper DeJean, Braden
Well,
Fisk,
neighbors.
Quinyon
Oh,
Mitchell,
Jaden Verse.
Jared Verse, and Chop Robinson.
Chop, dude.
Chop Robinson.
So we're putting it on Jared Verse.
Yeah, Jared Verse for sure.
I'll give it to Cooper DeJean.
Give me Chop. I love that name.
All right, so where should we start in this monumental Super Bowl pick?
So, in the last 3 years, there's been 3 different teams to make the Super Bowl out of 6 possible teams that could make it. 6 possible different combinations.
Yeah.
So 2 combinations in the last 3 years.
I mean, it's even more if you zoom out to just like
Oh, I know.
all playoff teams.
So if so what I'm saying here is back in like if Pat wins this one, it's just gonna be does he only beat the Niners and Eagles in the Super Bowl, dude? Is that just what it is?
I don't know. Well, people are already giving
Then they'll
credit to
be like,
Tom
"Remember
Brady
that-
that he's
remember
still
that-
the only
yeah.
one to like him and
Like,
Joe Burrow are
He'd be
the
like,
only
remember
two to
that
beat
one
him.
time he didn't win the Super Bowl when they didn't play the Eagles or Niners?
Well, is Mahomes going to be 0-2 versus Brady?
Mahomes is gonna be 0-3 versus Brady after next year's Super Bowl.
He's going to be 0-2 versus Brady in the Super Bowl. Brady's calling it, so he's losing this one.
Oh wow! Wait, Sal, is that was what you were talking about?
Yep.
I fucking love that. I
Tom's
fucking
rooting for the Chiefs,
know,
dude.
we do this podcast. We've been doing this podcast for a long time now. Sal always surprises me. It's like I should have fucking thought about that.
I was listening to him.
God,
talking
I wish
about-
it wasn't Philly. Fuck.
Yeah, I was listening to him talking. Well, the other thing too is Brandon Graham is now just somehow playing, and not like he's like the biggest deal in the world, but
I
But
mean,
it's a
he's
big deal.
kinda-
It's a big deal.
He's elderly now, but I mean,
strip sack fumble on Brady in the last Super Bowl. He could do the same thing this one, and it'd be like, holy shit! Like, no, I'm listening to him talking to Colin Cowherd, and I'm like, holy shit, he's gonna be calling Patrick Mahomes, and probably his last game in the booth because he's gonna be the Raiders owner, and they're gonna say he can't call games anymore.
yeah, that's
So this-
really stupid, dude.
Well,
He
no,
should
he's been the Raiders' stake owner for a while.
They're saying after this year he can't be in the booth anymore because of the access he gets to every other team. 100%. This is his last game calling.
What does that matter?
I would put because he gets access to the teams before the games and can see.
Can he cut
I
that
thought-
shit out? Like, don't be an owner. That's lame, dude.
It is lame. I agree.
That is very
But
lame.
no, I've heard a lot about this. This is his last game calling in the booth, and I'm just sitting there like, it's not going to go out on a Patrick Mahomes 3P. It's going to go out on Patrick Mahomes losing because Tom Brady's the fucking commentator, and he loses to them in the Super Bowl, and he loses them to the AFC Championship game. Tom Brady is his kryptonite, and this is the moment. If there's ever one for him to lose, it's with Tom Brady in the booth, and it's this one.
Tom Brady he has a knack for like calling the worst games like the whole year. Well, first of all, he called like every Cowboys game from
He's also
weeks,
called sixth Eagles Jam. This is a sixth Eagle Jam, fifth or sixth Eagle Jam this
and
year.
every single one has been like the worst game ever.
Well, if this is the worst game ever, I think the Eagles kill them because I don't think the Chiefs are killing the Eagles.
Yeah,
No, the
I
Chiefs
feel the
haven't
same
killed
way.
anybody.
So, go ahead.
So now imagine the Chiefs are down by 10 with like 6 minutes left, and the whole Tom Brady thing. It's a big deal, him in the booth with Patrick playing, and then all of a sudden, a Super Bowl commercial with Eli Manning comes on, and then
Well,
Tom
him
Brady's
and Peyton are doing
real
the kick of
quiet.
destiny for
Oh,
FanDuel.
so if Eli, then it negates everything. Chiefs back on.
I don't know though. He'd have to win the kick of destiny.
Eli's a
But
part
even if
of the
Peyton
broadcast.
wins the kick of destiny, you could say that too.
Give a fuck that though.
I don't know. I don't know how much stock I put in that. I put a little bit of stock into what Sal said.
Let's go.
A little bit.
Yeah, I do like that though. Eli's making the kick though. I'm betting on that.
Yeah, that's a nightmare to work on, by the way.
Oh, I got another little stat that backs up the Eagles too.
Here we go.
The team that has that had the bye in the Super Bowl versus a team that didn't have the bye in the Super Bowl. The team who has the bye is 0-11 against the spread. So the Chiefs had a bye round 1, and the Eagles did not have a bye round 1. The team that has a bye is 0-11 against the spread in the Super Bowl in that situation.
So the Chiefs win by 1.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
So here's my full. Did we pick? Are we giving picks? I mean, we kind of just said.
I'm taking the Eagles.
Okay,
And
Antonio's taking the Chiefs. We already know that.
Yeah, what's the spread?
1.5.
1.5.
Yeah, okay, Chiefs.
And the betting is pretty 50-50. On some sites I saw it came down to like 1, and it was at 1.5.
Dude, if Washington made it into this game, 80% of the money would be on Washington right now.
Not
God.
true. 80% of the money would be on the Chiefs.
No,
way.
80% of
People-
80%
I don't
would have
know,
been on
dude.
Buffalo.
Well, people
80,
hate the
80%
Chiefs.
would have been on Buffalo versus the Eagles.
80% would have been on Buffalo. I agree with that.
People hate the Chiefs, but the only reason why this is like 50-50 is because people fucking hate Philly too.
Yeah.
I also want to put this out there. Maybe this is like a bold take, but I feel like this is going to be one of the lowest rated Super Bowls in a while in terms of like viewership.
Oh yeah.
People were really pissed
People are
after
pissed.
that game.
And I think maybe that's what shifts away from the whole refs and Chiefs thing. I don't know. I want them to come out next year and just go full against the Chiefs.
No,
They
it
call
won't be.
everything against the Chiefs. How satisfying would that be?
Dude, it won't be low rating because
It'll still be
that are not
insane.
gonna watch it.
I'm saying compared to other
Swift-
Super Bowls.
Taylor Swift effect.
Oh my god.
No, it's not the Taylor Swift effect. It's because that was a one-time thing. Now that's not a new thing, that doesn't apply. I'm saying it will be a very big sporting event, but compared to other Super Bowls, this might be one of the lowest rated.
I hope so, dude.
Yeah, I hope nobody watches, even though I'm gonna watch. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm not watching it on my TV.
Here's my breakdown of this game, and one of you is not going to like it. So, the Chiefs play close games. We all know this. But I think what deserves a lot of credit too, and it pains me to fucking say this, but the Chiefs defense deserves a lot of credit. I will say they've played extremely well. They played extremely well
dude.
They played extremely well against the Bills. They disrupted the Bills at every turn. And you can't fault them for... Because here's the thing, too. As much as I hate the Chiefs, I can't really fault them for the whole refs thing as much as I believe in it. I can't fault the Chiefs for it. They still win these games. It's not like they're, it's not like they're bad, you know what I mean? Like, they're still a really good team. And anytime there's a close game and the defense is this good, They have the number one run defense, and I get it's Saquon, but at the same time, I just feel like he's not going to have as big of an effect the same way Christian McCaffrey didn't have that effect when they played the 49ers. I just feel as though if this is going to be a close game, which the line is telling us in every other Chiefs game in the history of the NFL has been, the Chiefs win this game. And I think that they cover the 1.5. So that's my breakdown. Because listen, in the line, the over under keeps coming down. I think it was at like 51 and it's down to 48.5. If it's a low scoring close game, this benefits the Chiefs a lot. Because here's the thing, the Chiefs winning all these close games, there's no closer game than the Super Bowl. It's always a close game, besides the ones that weren't, but it's usually a close game. It's usually a close game. And I don't know. I feel like it's just the Chiefs have to do it.
No, I agree. If the game script is, 3-4 point game and it comes down to last possession, the Chiefs are winning that 100%. But the quality of team here, I think the Eagles are just a little bit above them. And I know the break even is quarterback versus quarterback, but Saquon Barkley has been the best player in the NFL.
I know.
Probably.
I agree.
I was going to say, this might be the most impact a running back has had on the Super Bowl in a really long time.
He is going to be the X factor in this game. If he actually can get going, and especially in the first half, if he can get going against the number one run defense, then the Eagles are going to have a good chance to win this game. Because if they're up towards the end of the game and it's 3rd and 6, we need a first down to ice this game. Saquon has 157 rushing yards. I'm very confident that he will be able to pick up a first down and win them the game.
And not to understate this, but it is his birthday too.
It is his birthday.
It's like all the stars are pointing towards him for this game.
It's crazy. There's so many things at odds here. You're talking about the Brady thing, the Saquon thing. It's like
SB, Saquon Barkley, Super Bowl. Come on, Vegas.
You're like the guy from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia with the board, and it's just all the connecting dots. You're like, Nolan, all the stars are aligning.
I will say, I think a lot of the stars are aligning for the Eagles here. I do, and I'm normally kind of hesitant going against the Chiefs. I actually do really think the Eagles are winning this game, and I'm pretty confident in
it. Okay. Let's get into our prop bets here. What do we like? Let's start with heads or tails. Which one do we like more?
I like heads every year. Heads, okay.
Do you pick heads every year?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
I do.
And I beat you last year. Did I flip with you last year?
I beat everybody every year on the coin toss, dude.
I think
I never lose money on the coin toss.
Do you have a site that has all the props?
Do I? I have some.
Okay, which ones do you have?
All right, hold on.
Of the obscure ones.
Then at least Sal, I beat JR every year in coin toss. And maybe you want to do it, and I was like, all right, I'll take the other side.
I think I had it against you and won $10. So get forward.
Here's a good one that I saw is an offensive lineman to score a touchdown is plus 1,800.
Kind of fat odds. I mean, honestly, maybe.
Funny joke, Sal.
There's another one too. This is ridiculous. It's Jalen Hurts, Saquon, and Patrick Mahomes to combine for 6+ rushing touchdowns at 700 to 1 or 70 to 1.
Oh, at 700 to 1, I would have said yes. 70 to 1.
70 to 1. Sorry.
Not. Yeah, no. Let me go through a couple.
My brain put an extra 0.
Let me put a couple of mine out there. So I got largest point lead of the game, over under 14.5.
I would have to say, I don't know, because there's two ways of thinking. Either it's going to be a close game the whole time, or the Chiefs are going to do the thing where they go down and then come back. But 14 would be ridiculous.
14.5 is a lot.
15 points would be ridiculous.
Who's down 7?
Yeah, it's kind of getting out of hand.
Yeah, who's down 17 at one point?
What site is that? What kind of
The
odds
Eagles,
we got?
if Hurts is throwing 3 interceptions.
Minus 150 for under 14.5. Plus 115 over
It's not even that
14.5.
bad.
No. I would definitely take under 14.5, but that means someone's up at 17 at some point. Honestly, the Eagles should kick this team's ass. I'm not joking.
Yeah, they could, but it's the Chiefs.
If
I
Jalen
kind of
Hurts
hope
has a
that
meltdown,
it's a 1-score game and the Eagles win. Because then it
That'd be
would snap
crazy.
that little silly streak that they have.
Yeah. First team to call a timeout. It's same odds either
definitely
way.
Philly.
Philly.
What about opening kickoff to be a touchback or fair catch?
No.
Yeah, I'm not betting
is
that.
plus 168.
Yeah, I would take no on that.
Yes is minus 220.
I love no actually.
Will there be a scoregami?
No.
I need to look up how many scoregamis there still are.
Uh-oh.
That
There's
makes
still a decent
sense.
amount.
My favorite bet every single year is a player to record an octopus. We've had quite a few octopus this year.
Octopi.
We've had quite a few octopi this year. And I always say yes because it's Saquon and then Saquon. Pretty sure he has one.
And then Saquon and then
Saquon off of a I don't know. Saquon off of a kickoff somehow.
Is there one for someone not getting a fourth down conversion? Because I would definitely bet no on that. Like team to not get a fourth down.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd be able to find that.
I could see either of these teams missing a fourth down very easily. Next gen stats? What? What?
Oh, over Xavier Worthy over 18 and a half miles per hour.
Yeah, you're seeing
What?
that?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's kind of cool.
Fastest offensive ball carrier? That's insane.
I think they had these last year. So I think I bet on one for some dumb reason. Fastest ball carrier is kind of nuts.
Ooh, successful fourth down conversion. Minus 1,300, yes. Plus 750 for no. I would take no. They probably do get one, but... Oh, Chiefs to convert fourth down. But what does that mean? Is that just one, or is that every? That's weird.
I like how they have playoff leaders for most passing yards in the playoffs. Is Jaden Daniels like up by a lot?
Probably.
He's
They're
minus
offering him as the
He's minus
first.
1,200.
Yeah. Team with more first downs.
Philly.
They're favored minus 125.
Because the Chiefs, well, they're getting the third and short on every single possession.
Honestly, this might be the freest money on the board. Team with more third down conversions, Chiefs minus 125.
That's the freest money I've ever seen.
Chiefs minus 125 is the freest bet ever on that.
They're the Patriots.
Super Bowl
third down.
MVP award.
It's
Patrick
ridiculous.
Mahomes versus the field. Patrick Mahomes is plus 110.
Carson Wentz.
It's Carson Wentz.
Dude,
What's Carson Wentz to
I
score a
hope
touchdown?
Pat gets hurt and then Carson comes in and wins the game against his old team.
If
Wow.
Carson
Dude, Pat's getting hurt in practice and Carson's starting, dude.
Stop.
Can you imagine?
I'd
That would
put
be
my
insane.
home
That would be an
on
insane
the
like
Chiefs.
twist. That would make it one of the highest rated Super Bowls. If he got hurt like sometime this week before the game and then Carson Wentz had to start, it'd be the most watched Super Bowl ever. Versus his old team.
How much does the spread go down? What is it, Eagles minus 6 at that point?
Maybe even more. Maybe like 7.5 or 8.
So I got the Gatorade odds, but I can't find it on like a book. It's just giving me an article with the Gatorade odds.
It's so hard to find.
Didn't you have to bet it in Canada? Weren't you in Canada last year and you thought you could bet it and you couldn't even bet it in Canada or something?
Oh, that's right. I forgot that I was away Super Bowl weekend.
So,
No, I
DraftKings.
couldn't bet anything in Canada. I was trying to put bets in on the Super Bowl.
Well, I thought somewhere it said like you could only bet it in Canada, like the Gatorade in Canada or something like that. But
Oh, maybe on FanDuel.
the offshore books you normally can, but I can't even find it on like Bovada or
That might have
BetOnline.
been that might have been true because I that was probably why I tried to bet on it
Yeah.
because I was home in time for the Super Bowl, but yeah, that's funny.
So we at least from draft. So there's DraftKings and FanDuel odds that I'm seeing, but DraftKings odds: purple plus 175, yellow, green, or lime plus 250, orange plus 250, red or pink plus 425, blue plus 450, clear water plus 850, no water shower plus 1500.
All right, so
The
here's
Chiefs definitely keep red Gatorade on their sideline.
no,
What do
we
the
always
Eagles keep?
say
I've-
this. We always
I've
say
I
this.
fallen-
never say
I've
red.
fallen
This
for
is the
that
first time I ever say
Yeah.
red.
No, I've fallen for that both the 49ers Super Bowls. I've said red.
Because I remember when it was Chiefs 49ers, we were like, it has to be red.
Yeah.
The Chiefs always do orange.
Yeah.
Mm.
Nobody
And I
ever
feel
thinks
like if
orange.
Philly wins, it's gonna be blue.
Oh
Yeah,
my God,
I think the
Saquon.
same thing.
Saquon said his favorite color is red, though, and if they win, then they're pouring red Gatorade on Sirianni.
That doesn't make sense though for the Eagles to have red Gatorade.
Nick Sirianni is not a Super Bowl winning coach, bro.
Was Doug Peterson a Super Bowl winning head coach?
Yes, he was.
I think Sirianni's more of a Super Bowl winning head coach than Doug Peterson was.
Yeah, he kind of is.
Philly's winning this damn.
I just fucking hate him. I actually like Doug. I fucking hate Sirianni, bro.
Doug
He's
Dimmadome
such a
of the-
pussy.
of
What
the
about
Dimsdale Dimmadome.
what about the anthem?
How long?
Over under on the anthem. It always
Who's
depends on
singing?
who's singing it, but I don't know if do they say?
Is it the
It was Chris Stapleton last year, wasn't it?
Is it the eukaryotic quartet?
Anthem
Sal,
singer.
when I heard you with that laugh, I could picture you doing this.
With a little mustache. John Batiste.
John Bonet, Ramsey.
Yes. Who is John Batiste? He recently won a Grammy. And he's from
he-
Louisiana.
He's melting his time. I'm going over.
Oh, he looks like a G. No, I'm going under.
Under?
He's only 38. I feel like if they're old, it's over.
I got over.
Do we know what the line is?
No idea.
Let's go. Let's go.
Who's Super Bowl MVP? You have to say Mahomes if you're dating the Chiefs, right?
What if
Kareem Hunt.
Kelsey has a big game? Is this
I
Travis
mean,
Kelsey's last game?
If you're betting, it could be. If you're betting Chiefs, do you not just bet Mahomes MVP?
Yeah, I
That's
feel
that-
like that's a good bet to like add to the slip.
I mean, you're getting a little bit better value, plus 110 over minus 122 or minus 120, depending on like where. But
Yeah. How much stock do we put in that if the Chiefs win, this is Travis Kelsey's last game, he retires and proposes to Taylor Swift?
I could definitely see it. Just add to the fucking Disney-ness of this whole fucking charade.
Did I send you guys what Grok said when I
Oh, yeah.
asked?
Yeah.
When I recently asked. I asked
Oh, no.
like, let me see if I can find it. I think it keeps it here. Oh, I thought it kept like what I asked. Oh, it does. Hang on. Yeah, I think Brock is giving a slight edge to the Chiefs.
Mm,
Grok's never wrong.
never.
says, given the information available, while there is a slight lean towards the Chiefs, the game's outcome remains highly unpredictable.
Yeah, okay.
Fans and bettors should expect a closely contested game where both teams have significant strikes that could determine the winner.
Wow, is
So
Elon going to tweet about the Super Bowl?
Grok is saying it's a close game. Thought that was interesting. But the one, I will say this. It gave me, so then I asked what will be the final score. And the first one it gave to me was Eagles 30, Chiefs 20.
Hmm.
And it says there's a bunch of other ones. Eagles 28, Chiefs 26, which to me I feel like might be the most likely. Closely followed by Eagles 27, Chiefs 23, because this is what it's giving me. Obviously, I think the Chiefs will win, but like when it gives me information like that, I'm like, Every other one that it gave me was Eagles are winning. But I think it takes a culmination of like people that have tweeted and predicted the game. I don't think it like makes its own prediction, obviously.
Gotcha.
But it's still funny because it hasn't been wrong yet.
I mean, it's AI. It knows the script. It's Vader's.
It has access to everything. That's China, bro.
First touchdown over under jersey number 15.5.
That's my favorite. That's one of my favorites.
Under because Pat's rushing for the first one.
Again, he does that like every Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Or
I feel like
Jalen.
Who's getting the first down of the damn?
Kareem Hunt.
Is that your answer
Honestly-
for everything?
honestly probably Kareem Hunt. We said
Plus
that
my-
his touchdown scored a few weeks ago, and it was Kareem
How
Hunt.
much
so-
better is he than Pacheco?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess.
Pacheco. Unfortunately, I feel like
Pacheco
that
sucks,
injury
dude.
might be detrimental for him.
I would never draft him, bro.
I don't know if
Both?
I don't know if it's just maybe he didn't get a full rehab and he's still kind of timid on it, and maybe by the start of next year he'll be back to 100%, but he doesn't look 100%.
Both teams to complete their first pass attempt. It's even odds either way. It's definitely no.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts is not completing his first attempt. Unless it's a
Yeah, but then
screen
when-
pass to Saquon.
Yeah, until I was gonna say until he checks down to Saquon.
Yeah, and then it's fucking. You just need Mahomes to throw an incompletion, and that's never happening.
But the Eagles are going to take a shot the first play.
They take a shot at tequila.
Yes.
AJ Brown plus 220 first reception for the Eagles. I like that.
Yeah. Although he's been kind of quiet in the playoffs.
Well, that's why they're gonna feed him for sure.
AJ
should-
Brown might be the tallest, like 6 foot, like flat person I've ever seen. Like every time, like I see his height listed, I'm like, really?
Yeah, he looks ginormous,
Because I
but
feel
it's
like
just
he
because
plays like he's fucking huge.
it's just because defensive backs are so fucking tiny.
First reception of the game, DeAndre Hopkins, 20-1.
No, he's been kind of
Hey,
quiet
yo, this
too.
D Hop's for Super Bowl, bro.
It would be kind of cool if he won one, but if that means the Chiefs have to
Yeah,
win
I
one,
like
I'm,
him.
I'm not a fan of that.
Agreed.
I'd rather
So
see
final-
Saquon win.
Final score predictions. That's what we really need right now. Let's see your exact score.
12-9 Chiefs.
Ugh. Stop. You're no fun.
I'm gonna go. 27-23 Chiefs.
31-17 Philadelphia Eagles.
Wow.
No, but in all seriousness, 36-31 Chiefs.
Ooh.
Wow.
Wow,
Another
you got a
high
high scoring one. That would be entertaining for sure. What did you guys think of the Justin Tucker thing?
I really didn't.
It's bad.
I think that was I don't know, that's a weird one.
Is that why he sucks? I mean,
Well, here's my theory. Is this just a way to get rid of him?
Maybe.
Because he came out and like vehemently denied it. He didn't pull a Deshaun Watson and like stay quiet. Usually, if you stay quiet, that probably means it's true. But he came out right away and was like, "This is false,"
Yeah, but
which is
like,
always interesting to me.
I don't know. Obviously, he has to say it to be. I know Watson, but like obviously at the beginning, he's not going to say it's true. He's not going to be like, "Oh yeah, I did do that." Like,
But like, here's the thing too. It's like you would think that they probably would have proof. No,
you would think. I don't know.
I think if
It's not good.
they get rid of him, which they probably will, and then it comes out that it was fake, or like they were wrong or something like that. Like, wouldn't that would be hilarious?
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
We like, cause I don't know. I don't know like how Justin Tucker is. I just like the way he looks. I'm just like, there's no way you're doing that. The same with Deshaun Watson. Like when I first heard that, I was like, why would he be doing that? But I don't know. I guess it's just something that, like him,
Rich people are
Deshaun
weird.
Watson, Robert Kraft. What's going on with the NFL and massages? We need to cut it out. we need everyone to just stop getting massages.
Rich people do weird shit.
All right. Well, you guys got anything else?
I got some pasta.
What's the favorite Super Bowl snack before we sign off?
Chicken wings, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think
I was gonna go buff chick dip.
It's up there.
Buff chick dip is up there, but chicken wings always are
if
number one.
there's like not like fresh made at home, but like fresh salsa
Okay.
at the function, there's nothing like.
What about like a good
fresh
like
salsa.
like jalapeno popper
I do.
with like the cream cheese?
I do like a good jalapeno popper.
Mozzarella sticks.
Yep.
We've all been for Mason's like thing. He texted me, Alan, Christian, Colin, and Nick, like all in a group chat, and we all have a responsibility for like a food to bring. So I'm like in charge of desserts, I guess. So I'm bringing cookies / brownies.
Okay, good. I was gonna say you better not bring some like crazy.
Oh wow, do I stop at Russo's, dude?
Ooh.
Some cannolis.
Oh,
If I invited you over and
wow.
you brought fresh cannolis from, not Russo's. Russo's is kind of bad. Do La Fiorentina up in Longmeadow. They're way better.
Oh yeah, dude, they are really good.
Russo's is kind of trash.
I think I brought cannolis to Mason's last year, actually.
Russo's.
Maybe that's why I
Dude,
was put
listen,
in charge of that.
Come to
I'm
my
I want
house.
to make cookies.
If you're gonna be bringing cannolis around, come to my house first. Drop the cannolis here, and then you can go to Mason's.
I mean, do I ghost Mason and just go to your house?
If you're bringing cannolis, I'm so open. I'm so in that.
Can't even talk. He's so excited.
You honestly just threw me off. Like I'm so excited now. You have to do it.
I know. Now I'm thrown off.
You have to do it now. Fuck Mason.
Maybe we'll do a little half and half.
Just kidding. I like Mason. Sal, you didn't go out to West Hartford, bro. I wanted to see you.
Yeah, I kind of dropped the ball on that one.
You don't know how excited I was when I saw Allen and Nick Watson walk in.
So he was like, "Oh, like come to Hibachi with me," and I'm like, "All right, like what time are you going?" He's like, "Oh, I'm leaving soon." I was like, "I'll just meet you there." Like, where is it? And I thought it was like somewhere in Enfield or at least close to Enfield. And then he goes West Hartford, and I was just like, "Yeah, I don't think I'm going all the way out to West Hartford tonight. I'm gonna pass on that one." But then you guys were there, and I was like, "Of course you guys were there."
It was honestly a great move. I mean, I left not that long after because we were going for dinner, and then they were gonna stay and like get hammered. So I was like, all right, I'm leaving.
Good luck.
After dinner, and but we did talk for a little bit.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, I saw Nolan and all of them." I was like, "Oh, they were there too." That's
because I was telling Alan, I was like, dude, I was just telling Sal like a week ago that I haven't seen Alan in a while, and that here you are, God delivered you to me. And then he said like Sal was supposed to come, and I was like, that would have made it 1,000 times better.
Would have made it perfect. Did you know Antonio or no?
No, Antonio wasn't there.
No.
It was Cam, Steph,
Stephon. Yeah.
Allen, Nick.
The squad.
Yeah,
I missed out.
it's all right.
Next time.
No, I don't like going to West Hartford, bro.
I've been out there in a while.
All right.
We get
Well,
hammered right now.
right
Stay
now.
on. Yeah, stay on. No, then tomorrow.
No, let's go get a Scorpion Bowl.
Ooh.
Hibachi would hit right now, dude.
All right. I'm pulling up. I'll meet you guys there.
Jimmy Chen's.
All right, gentlemen.
All right, ladies. Another Super Bowl victory for Patrick Mahomes.
Go Birds.
Let's go Chiefs.
Later.